Starting today off in the truck, taking some packages over to the bulk mill, and trying to get some things shipped out, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, so it was a little bit, oh, I mean, it's cold today, but at least there's a little bit more light. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this wiring harness out, so that way I could actually have the backup camera work on my thing, because it really sucks not being able to have that when you're trying to back up to a trailer. So you need a tail light bulb? You need to do it.
But it's all inside. Like the outside, if it was the same size, it'd be tight.
Well, truck in here. I'm installing this little guy right here. It goes there so the tailgate doesn't shift from side to side, and this bed didn't have one for some reason, so I just robbed it off the other one, and then I got that whole harness right there. So hopefully this little guy right there will work. So moment of truth, got it everything all hooked up, ready to go. Took a little bit longer than I thought, but let's see what we get. Alright, so that is going to be it for today down at the shop. Didn't really have a whole lot of stuff to do. But yeah, I'm stoked to, you know, I'm sad to see this go, sad to see it go, but I'm going to love to watch it leave, just because, you know, it's just going to be a truck that I don't have to pay insurance and you know, maintenance and all that other stuff on. So I'm really stoked on the 2016. I'm glad that thing's finally coming together. So I have been looking around at wheels and tires and lift kits and stuff like that. I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. I thought about just doing like a 2.5 or a 4-inch on it, and then doing 35s. The stock tire is like a 34.5 or something, so doing 35s isn't that big of a deal. But I definitely think it needs to be lifted up in the front a little bit. So I'll probably just level it and throw 35s on it. I thought about you know, just using the wheels that are on there right now, but I don't know. I think the reason why they look so girly on the truck right now is the fact that they just have like the all-season tires on them that are just kind of low tread. So I thought about just getting a set of tires to slap on there, and then, you know, just throwing like a little leveling like coil spring in the front, something like that. Just for now, you know, something simple. I don't want to go crazy. But yeah, so we'll probably be seeing some stuff with that pretty soon. I'm also I ordered some you know, a muffler delete for it, and some stuff to kind of delete some hot air out of a hot air intake delete. Yeah, ordered that stuff, so that should be here probably tomorrow. So we might be doing some install work on it. But yeah, I guess that's it for the night down here. I'm gonna run home and do a little bit of cleanup in the shipping department in the basement, and we'll talk about some of the issues that I've had with screen printing. If you guys have any leads, I guess, on like a rye wire or like a tucked like a Civic like engine harness, I think the next project is, I did a poll the other day, and like 40% of you guys that answered said I should pull the Civic off the shelf. So I'm probably gonna pull the Civic off the shelf. If you guys don't remember the Civic, it's got a let me see if I can even get in here right now without, yep, look at that. It's got a freaking turbo, a shaved tucked bay, all that stuff. So we'll probably start messing with the Civic, but one of the first things I'd like to do is actually kind of get it running really well. And so I'll probably, you know, do injectors and stuff, but it does have a Hondata. It's a forged sleeved D16, but we'll go over that a little bit more later. For now, I'm just going to run home and clean up the basement a little bit, and then hang out with Jamie and the baby. The thing about these little switchbacks lights right here is they're super bright. It's not that bright in person. On camera they look really bright, but it is kind of nice. They kind of light up the ground around the truck. So like when you're getting in it at night, like look at that, they're literally like lighting up the whole thing. And then when you turn on the blinker, you know, they swap over like that. So kind of, it's got like the two blades too. Yeah, it's just crazy how quiet this truck is, but not for long. Oh, there's my backup camera. How you guys doing today? So welcome to my basement. This is my 4th time filming this little segment because Jamie keeps freaking...
because you can't stop rambling.
I've been rambling. Okay, that's pretty much it. So, we got a note. We got a paper here now. Jamie said to write things down. So here we are. It's gonna make it easier. All right. Good night. Good night, honey. Jamie's down here wrapping presents as I've been trying to film this. The baby's sleeping above it. So I feel like a lot of people wonder why like we do the giveaways, or what is the whole point of them. And basically the idea or the overall goal is hopefully like a fundraiser, in a roundabout way, is to hopefully come out on top. So, and establish funding and some money to play around with for the next year, the next projects, and all that other stuff, as well as content, selling merchandise, getting like the brand and everything out there, and then like building essentially like a dream car or a build that you've always wanted to do that you don't necessarily have a purpose for. So like the streetcar S14 that we did last year, that was like the perfect example. That was literally like my dream car, like 240SX, like 2J VVTi CDO, or 2J VVTi, like single turbo, like insane clean paint, wide body, crazy clean interior, like super reliable, like 400 and some horse. I mean, literally like the perfect like street kooky car. But like at the same time, it's like how would that wouldn't have fit into my lifestyle, especially since I was building the Supra to kind of take that place. Same thing again as if I build another Supra, like what am I going to do with that one, because I already have this one. Like I just can't build like a drag one, a drift one, all that other stuff. So there kind of has to be a reason to make videos about cool cars that we all want to build and things that I want to build. And I mean, I just pretty much love cars in general, so I'll pretty much build anything to an extent. I mean, as long as I'm working on something and building something, it almost doesn't matter. I just like working on cars and seeing the progression. That's why I love building the Supra so much, is just like that shock and awe factor of like before and after, and being able to see it when it's all done. So the other thing is, I mean, YouTube is my full-time gig. I don't have any other side things going on. So it's kind of a stressful thing, especially having a family and, like owning a house, or, owning a mortgage to a house because the bank still owns the house, but I have a mortgage on the house, that, and then the shop rent and all that other stuff, as well as kind of bringing on Ty to kind of help, film and do some other stuff around the shop. It's just kind of a stressful situation, and hopefully the giveaways, if they do all right, it alleviates some of that stress and allows me to do like cool stuff, which in turn makes for better content. So the other thing I wanted to get into was, I guess, this giveaway and the issues that we've had with it. And it was basically the same issues that we had with the last giveaway, which was consistencies in the printing, the print quality, and the timing, as well as not having a control over the amount of products that we stock or sell. So I mean, you could sit here and figure and plan and do all that other stuff and look at the numbers from the last one and look at the numbers from this one and then like guess on sizes and colors, but you don't know if somebody wants that design or they want it in this color or this size, or this giveaway versus that giveaway. So the big issue is cost versus product versus, I guess, demand. So you have to order a big quantity in order to get a reasonable price on the thing to make it worth it to even kind of do the whole thing in the first place. So you have to order a decent amount of like shirts or hoodies or hats or stickers or whatever, but then if you don't sell them, they basically sit on the shelf. But if you don't order them, then people get mad because they're not in stock, and then they wait 2 to 3 weeks to get their stuff. So that's pretty much the issues. And I think so this is our second screen printer. The issue that we had this last time was with the hoodie. So if you guys are waiting on a hoodie right now, it's because the back is a different size and a different color and basically not what we wanted. So this is the first round that we did, and this is exactly what we wanted. The exact color, the exact size, fits on there perfect. When the hood is back, it doesn't cover. It covers just like a little bit of that, so not a big deal. These ones, you can see, this is a medium one, this is a 2X one, and you can see how small that is. And so the issue is we thought they just knocked it out of the park with the first order, so we just went ahead and put it in a second order. But what they ended up doing was outsourcing this second order. So when you're doing that, the issue is you just that's just one step further away, I guess. In this like equation, it's like 1 or 2 states away from, I guess, the control that we'd have over the order. Whereas, you know, we went with a local screen printing company with the idea that hopefully if they had an issue, if something comes up, they could call us 15-20 minutes down. You know, we could go down there, we could look at colors, we could look at size, we could do all that stuff, approve everything before it ever goes on the print. So that way you don't have all these hoodies and shirts sitting around, or that, you know, they essentially are having to eat. We are buying them back at a discount. We are going to sell them, but you know, it's just a big issue. So we should have had these hoodies. We did have them, I think a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And then but it's our brand, it's our product. Like, we're not going to put those out there and send out these hoodies, especially since, you know, they don't match the first ones, and the first ones were perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So, so yeah, that's the issue with that. So I think that the only way to do that is to bring everything in-house, which is adding like another thing for me, you know, as like another thing on the list of things to do. So you know, maybe hire somebody else, hire like a manager of, you know, that used to do like screen printing, or, you know, a manager of something like that, and kind of have our own screen printing situation. So that way when we do the giveaways, you know, I'm planning, I don't know. The other thing is how well received are the giveaways on your end of stuff. So I don't want to spam you guys all year with freaking giveaways. I was thinking, you know, at least one a year, hopefully two. So we're planning on doing 2 next year, if everything works out, as long as you guys are kind of okay with it. You know, because obviously I don't want to push you guys away. The next giveaway is going to be a lot cooler. I think it's going to be, you know, the content is going to be a lot better. It's going to be, you know, more of a dream build versus kind of, you know, truck and trailer and stuff, which I really liked the aspect of this last giveaway, but I just feel like a lot of people it couldn't fit in everybody's life how I thought it would. So, yeah, bringing everything in-house. So I think I've been doing research on direct-to-garment printers, been doing research on the screen printing, as well as like the sublimation, like heat transfer printing. And I almost feel like in certain aspects we need all three. I think screen printing, we could get it done. You know, we're kind of limited to certain stuff. Direct-to-garment, same thing. Same exact thing with like heat transfer. You know, they all kind of have their place, and depending on what you're going to do with merchandise. But bringing into that, it's like, really with the giveaways, like that's kind of the only time we sell merch. Like, there's not an incentive, you know, I guess year round, because I feel like it's kind of like if somebody's selling, like if Harbor Freight is putting stuff on sale every weekend, you're not going to buy anything during the week. You're going to buy it on the weekend because that's when it's on sale. And I don't want to, like, I guess I feel like you guys are almost conditioned to know that there's going to be a giveaway, so you might as well wait to buy merch then, because there's incentive type, you know, that's what I'm assuming. So the other option is just not doing giveaways and just selling merch, which would be nice. I mean, that would be, you know, that'd be a big thing off of my back. I mean, the giveaway is just a huge process, you know, start to finish. There's a lot of things that go into it, and I really feel like it kind of takes away from the YouTube videos in a certain aspect. Whereas in the next one, hopefully, you know, everything will be kind of bumped up. So it'll be, you know, like more people helping, more hands in things, you know, as far as video production, like all that type of stuff. And then I'm also thinking that I could turn that into another business. So could do like local orders, local people, since there is kind of some issues with some of the local people we've dealt with, is you know, we could do orders, you know, for like, you know, little fun runs and stuff like that, or businesses, local businesses printing their shirts. Not like a big thing and being its own like full-time thing. I mean, maybe it could be, but the other thing is also like YouTuber merch fulfillment. I believe Demolition Ranch is doing the same thing, where basically they do the merch fulfillment for other like YouTubers, and I thought that would be perfect, especially with the giveaway stuff. You know, it's kind of like then we could kind of handle, you know, all the legal side of stuff and kind of getting the giveaway going. They don't really have to you know, handle or deal with the whole equation of the merchandise and the legal stuff. We could handle that, and then they could basically just point people to the site, which we would kind of control the back end of. So that's another idea. So yeah, pretty much in-house printing, because there's inconsistencies everywhere else, and controlling stock is just out of our control. And literally we have, you know, 500 plus shirts just sitting on the shelf now that's like, when are we going to sell them? So they are going to be discounted shortly, so be sure to check the site. But yeah, I guess that brings back to our other thing, is we do have some detail products. we finally got all this stuff in. We were selling these ones the past like month or so, the ShowShine and the Invisiglass, but now we have, this is like an interior cleaner, and then this is like an interior plastic dressing, which works insanely good. This stuff is crazy. So if you guys you know, like don't like the shine of like the Armor All, where it's too shiny, too slick looking, too fake looking, this stuff is really, I feel like it's in between a matte and that, so it just looks really nice. The Iron Assassin is the wheel cleaner. You spray that on your wheels, it turns purple. You know, you rinse it off. This stuff works really, really well. The Supercharged shampoo is crazy how much it foams in the foam cannon. I mean, it's just comes out of there so thick. The Invisiglass stuff is window tint safe and works really, really well. Same thing with the ShowShine. This is kind of like a little quick detailer, and it's actually body shop safe, so it doesn't have any like silicones or any crazy stuff like that in it. But it adds, you know, a decent amount of gloss, and it's pretty slick too, and makes the water beat off it really well. So, I guess upcoming, we are getting rid of the Supra design, so those are pretty much all sold out. A lot of these they are going with hoodie orders when they come back in. So hopefully by the end or by the middle of this week we should have them, and by the end of the week we should have, I'd say, like 90% of the orders and everything out. So if you guys are waiting on something, I appreciate your patience. I'm sorry for the delay, but you know, again, this is just kind of something that I wasn't stoked about. Same thing with the pink. So we got the pink. We ordered the pink hoodies. We thought that was going to be good, and then they used the wrong pink, and it was the wrong size on the back, and I just felt like, because we had it as a hot pink, so this is a kind of a light pink. So if you guys are interested, these are still a good hoodie, but you can't really see the graphic unless the hood is up, and the sizing is a little bit different. But these are going to be on the website at a really steep discount. So if you guys are interested in those, be sure MotionAutoTv.com. Get yourself a nice hoodie. I really, really like these. I'm a zip up guy, so we have some zip ups, and we have these, and we have them, I believe, in 4Xs. But yeah, detail products, all that stuff. This is the hoodie shelf where all the hoodies should be, but they're not. So that's why we're waiting on that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's just this YouTube thing is a big crazy ride, and you know, pretty much just tackle it as we go on. Again, I really appreciate every single one of you guys for you know, if you got entered in the giveaway, good luck. We should know with, you know, about a week or so. We sent off the entries and everything, and we got to wait for, you know, some other stuff to kind of come in, and they'll go ahead and figure that out. So yeah, I guess that's it. Again, MotionAutoTv.com for merchandise. If you want to support your boy, check out these detail products, and I think that's about it. Yeah, this little Dymo printer, that thing's the real MVP. Oh, and Jamie is just a freaking gift wrapping like machine. So, all right, guys, that is gonna be it. I appreciate any of your input. If you guys have ever done like screen printing or anything like that, any recommendations, you know, DTG screen printing, or, you know, sublimation. I don't know. It just really sucks to see, like, obviously a lot of these are going to be gone, but a lot of them aren't at the same time. So we're going to have a lot of stuff sitting on the shelf, which, you know, translate to there's just a lot of money sitting on the shelf. So that's going to be it. And I guess we'll probably see you tomorrow. I am going to be trying to hit these daily uploads hard. But you just got to get started. It's hard to get kind of back in the swing of things, especially with the giveaway stuff kind of still lingering and still kind of having to do that. So it's hard to like start another project. But we got some stuff in the works. I'm you know, the cogs are turning in my head, and I'm trying to order some parts. So see you later.